Fishy friends, welcome on another Fishy Friday, and today it's time for a classic one. It will be a salmon lasagna. Quick to make, but super delicious. So the first step is I take a beautiful piece of salmon, give it a splash of nice white wine. I give it some capers. I'm going to chop some dill. So I add the dill on top of the salmon, add a bit of salt and some pepper. So I have my salmon in a preheated oven of 180 degrees Celsius for around 10 minutes. It's a bit depending on the thickness of your salmon. So next thing is leek. I have two beautiful leek. Take off the top ends. Take off the green parts here. I cut them a bit open and give them a wash on the cold running water. I love leek because of these different green colors. Light green, it's white, it's dark green, which will do really great into your dish. So I slice my leek in thin rings. So I take a large frying pan, some butter. So when the butter is melted, I'm going to add the leek. Give it some salt and pepper. And I give it like 2 tablespoons of water. So we're going to braise the leek until it becomes very soft. So the leek is beautifully softened. Take it off the heat. So now I'm going to make a classic sauce, which will be another base for the lasagna, which is a bechamel. And a bechamel is a combination of butter, flour and milk. And you season it up with a bit of salt and pepper. So I add the butter into the pan. So I add 50 grams of butter into a pan. So as soon as the butter is melted, I add the flour, 60 grams. And you get like this roux, a white roux. You keep on stirring because you don't want that this mixture is becoming brown. But you need to give it a minute because otherwise your sauce will taste too floury. And now, step by step, I add the milk. Half a liter. So I give it a whisk. Make sure you get a really smooth sauce. So you get rid of all the bits and pieces. And now it's thin. It's the substance of milk. But what you do, you're going to reduce the sauce. And at a certain moment you feel that the sauce is becoming thicker. So add some salt and add some pepper to season it up. Okay, this is the sauce, this is the substance. So what you see is that it's more firm. You can see it when I whisk, you see still the stripes of the whisk. And always with the sauce you give it a taste. Perfect. So now it's time to take the salmon out of the oven. I'll have it here. I'll take a bowl. I'm going to add the salmon. It's not 100% cooked. It's still nice and juicy, but make sure that it's not overcooked because you're going to cook it afterwards again in the oven when we're going to prep the salmon as a whole. I just add a little bit of extra dill to it. Okay, so now it's time to build up. I'm having a beautiful oven tray for the salmon. And the first thing I'm going to do is have a layer of the bechamel sauce on the bottom of the tray. So now I add the sheets of lasagna. So on the sheets of lasagna, I give it another bechamel. So add a layer of leek now. So some braised leek on top. And some of the salmon. So add another few sheets of lasagna. And we top it off with a generous amount of Parmesan cheese. And the lasagna is ready to be cooked. So we have it for around 25 to 30 minutes in an oven of 180 degrees Celsius. Okay guys, beautiful, look at this. Time for a taste. Wow, beautiful. Be careful because it's very hot. There we go, salmon lasagna. Oh, you taste even the white wine, and the pasta is right al dente, which is really important because you want to have these layers of different structures. So you have the al dente pasta, beautiful taste of the leek, the creamy salmon because of the bechamel, and the crispy layer of Parmesan cheese. Guys, I hope you liked this video. Give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, any questions, leave them down in the box below. And I hope to see you soon back on another Fishy Friday. Ciao!